Now, let me tell you something most dental schools will never tell you. You can spend 5 years studying dentistry, you graduate, you get your license, and still never touch a dental chair again and still succeed. And in fact, some of the highest earning dentists today are not in clinics. They're in boardrooms, they're in tech companies, they're in policy rooms, and even here on YouTube. So if you are a dentist or a dental student or someone quietly wondering, is chairside practice really for me? This video might just change your entire career trajectory. Now, when people think about dentistry, they think about fillings, they think about extractions, they think about root canals. But dentistry is not just a profession, it is a platform that gives you, number one, scientific credibility. It is a platform that gives you patient understanding. Number three, it's a platform that gives you healthcare insight. And from that platform, you can pivot into multiple high impact, high income careers. And I would like to break that down for you. Number one, we talk about the medical stroke dental affairs. And this is found in the pharmaceutical industry. Now, this is one of the most powerful transitions that you can make as a dentist. So instead of treating one patient at a time, you influence thousands, even millions at a single go. And in this role, number one, you train healthcare professionals. Number two, you provide scientific support. Number three, you guide product strategy within the pharmaceutical industry or within the medical device industry. Now, you become the bridge between science and business. And trust me, companies are actively looking for clinicians who can communicate science in the best way possible. Number two, talk about the clinical research space. And every drug that you can think about, every dental material you can think about, every device has to be tested. And that's where you come in when you're considering clinical research. And as a dentist in research, you can work as a clinical research associate, number one. Number two, you can work as a study coordinator. Number three, you can work as a principal investigator. That is within the clinical research domain. And you're not just using knowledge, but you're creating evidence that can be used when selling medicine. Number three, talk about the drug safety or pharmacovigilance. Now, this is one area that is very underrated. After products are released into the market, someone has to monitor the side effects of this product. Someone has to monitor the safety signals of this product. Someone has to monitor the patient outcomes after they've used this product. And dentists can play a role in, number one, reporting adverse events of these products. Number two is the risk assessment. Number three is the regulatory safety systems. And it's quiet work, of course, but incredibly impactful. Number four is the healthcare consulting space. And I want you to imagine this. Imagine hospitals, NGOs, governments, all are making multi-million decisions and they need experts who understand healthcare inside out or outside in, depending on how you look at it. They need, and as a dentist, you can work in strategy consulting within this space. You can work in health systems strengthening. You can work in market access. And in this particular domain, you move from treating patients to actually shaping entire healthcare systems. Number five, we talk about public health and policy. And in public health and policy, if you've ever looked at a system and you thought, why is this so broken? This is your space. And dentists in public health can work in government, they can work in NGOs, they can work in global health organizations. And you design programs in this particular space, you influence policy, you improve access to care. That is your work within this particular space as a dentist. And this is impact at scale, not just at patient level, but at scale. Number six, talk about health tech and startups. And we are in the age of digital health, as you well know it. Talk about apps, talk about artificial intelligence, talk about telemedicine. And guess what? Most tech founders, they don't understand healthcare deeply. And that's where you come in as a dentist. So in the digital space, you can join startups, you can build your own health platform, and you can work in product development. There's some of the opportunities that are open for you within this particular space. So you become the person who ensures that technology actually makes clinical sense. That is within the digital space. Number 7, you talk about the academia and training. Now, in academia and training, not everyone wants the chaos of clinical practice. That has to be very clear. Some people, they want structure. Some, they want teaching. Some, they want mentorship. Now, when you're in academia and training, you can become a lecturer. You can develop training programs. You can create online courses. And with platforms like YouTube, as I'm doing, you don't even need a classroom anymore. And then number 8, we talk about medical content creation. And this is quite big. And let me be honest with you, this is one of the most underestimated opportunities right now within the medical space. Now, dentists, they are building audiences by number 1, explaining oral health. Number 2, debunking myths. Number 3, simplifying complex topics that the audience would want to understand. And they're turning that into income. They're turning that into influence. They're turning that into opportunities for themselves. So your knowledge becomes your content, and your content becomes your leverage that is in content creation. Number 9, talk about health insurance and medical writing. And insurance companies, they need experts to review claims, to assess procedures, and to prevent fraud. There's a lot of fraud in the insurance space, so they need experts to help them prevent fraud. And in medical writing, it involves creating guidelines. I know you've come across guidelines. It also involves writing scientific content, developing educational materials. That still falls within medical writing. So if you enjoy thinking and writing, this space is gold for you. Lastly, and number 10, we talk about corporate leadership and management. And this is where things get quite interesting. Some dentists, they move into general management, number 1. They move into business leadership. They move into entrepreneurship. And running companies or building brands or leading teams is what they do on a day-to-day basis. Because at the end of the day, dentistry didn't just teach you about the teeth. It taught you discipline, problem solving, precision, which are skills that are needed within entrepreneurship and business. And those skills are transferable anywhere. Now, here's the reality check that is very important for you to get to know. Let me be honest. These parts, they are not escape routes from chairside, but they require new skills. They require continuous learning. They are quite demanding. They require strategic positioning, and you may need certifications in some cases. You may need networking. You may need experience building. They don't just come. But the difference is you're no longer limited once you've chosen those parts. Okay? You are no longer limited. Once you've set your eyes on those parts, your options broaden. So if you've been feeling burnt out, if you've been feeling confused, or just curious what else is possible with my training as a dentist or with my degree certificate as a dentist, just know this. Dentistry is not a cage. It is a launch pad for you. The question is, are you willing to explore beyond the chair? Are you willing to explore beyond the chair? That is a question that I would like to leave you with. So if this opened your eyes, I would like you to like this video and of course comment beyond the chair right in the comment section. Share this video with a dentist who may need to see this. And if you want more content like this, especially on non-clinical careers in healthcare, please hit the subscribe button because we're just getting started, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.